Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Senate chamber. Today is August 21st, 2024, and it's exactly 1:10 in the afternoon for our Senate session this morning, our second day, fourth regular Senate session. Before we proceed this morning with our session, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babalta, Senator Cruz, Madam President,
Here.
Senator Hofschneider,
Yay.
Senator Keene Neighbors,
Here.
Senator Magognia,
Present.
Senator Manglonya Donna,
Present.
Senator Manglonya Paul,
Here.
Senator Mindiola.
Here.
Madam President, 7 members are present, 2 are absent.
We have 7 members present and 2 absent. We have established the necessary quorum to conduct our business this morning. And let the record reflect also that Senators Babauta and Senator Cruz are hereby excused from today's session. And before we move on to item B, for the viewing public, we are live on cable TV, channel 23, and also live on the CNMI Legislature's YouTube channel, which will be shared on the CNMI Legislature's Facebook page. And assisting us this morning is our Senate Legal Counsel, Orsay Bermudez, Senate Clerk Dolores Bermudez, our Senate Legislative Assistant, Jolene Duenas-Tagabuel, and Devin Macaranes, and also our IT Manager, Jonathan Diaz, and Sergeant at Arms, Benjamin Terlahi, and also Jonathan De Leon Guerrero. Thank you for helping us. Moving on to item B, under public comment, we are now open. If there's anyone that would like to make a comment, please state your name and the entity you are representing on any of the agenda items this morning. You may proceed.
Good afternoon, Hafaday Santiro, Madam Senate President, Ms. Edith De Leon Guerrero, and honorable members of the 23rd Northern Marianas Commonwealth Legislature. For record purposes, my name is John Paul B. Regis, Special Projects Coordinator under the Office of the Governor. I am once again tasked by the Special Assistant for Administration, Mr. Oscar M. Babauta, to represent and extend the administration's brief remarks. And on behalf of Honorable Governor Arno I. Palacios and Lieutenant Governor David M. Apatang, I thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today. I am here to extend the administration's appreciation and express our gratitude to you, Madam Senate President, once more, and to your Committee on the Executive Appointments and Government Investigations, chaired by Senator Selena R. Babauta, and members, for your unwavering time and effort on reviewing and examining our previous and most present nominees here today. This afternoon, you'll be entertaining Senate Standing Committee Report 23-98, the appointments of Ms. Dina A. Tenorio to serve on the Northern Marianas Technical Institute Board of Trustees representing Saipan businesses, and Senate Standing Committee Report 23-99, the appointment of Mr. Bruce M. Camacho to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission. Madam Senate President, it is an exciting day for the CNMI to once more witness and see our younger generation take the helm, gaining the trust, and leading the way for our future. These 2 young, energetic individuals are about to provide and commit additional responsibility to serving our great Commonwealth. Again, Madam Senate President De Leon Guerrero, and to you, honorable members of this Senate August body, it is for this reason that Governor Arno I. Palacios and Lieutenant Governor David M. Apatang extends their sincere appreciation for your generous and favorable consideration on behalf of our nominees. Thank you, Sizus Mosi Zangiliso.
Sizus Masi, Mr. Regis, for your comment this morning. We are still open for public comments on any of the agenda items. Anybody else that would like to make a comment? None? Okay, please proceed. State your name and entity you are representing. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. I take this opportunity. I submitted
a letter to both the House and the Senate leadership, and it was approved by the our 3 members at the present for some changes that we made to the 4 amendments of August 8th, 2024. And we did this in not a feeling of challenging this August body, the senators, but there were certain changes that we needed to put forth. And we implore the Senate later, I've already contacted the House, that when you meet in conference, that there's agreement on these changes so we can move forward. The commission, I think it's known that we are operating without a budget, and we've met twice, August, last July, after I was confirmed. And there's very important items that are pending, and even the CUC were forced to do 2 actions without our approval. But as acting chair, I could see their backs were against the wall. They needed a Graco to come in for emergency power, and also they were running out of lube oils. So we ratified those 2 petitions, and we justified it by they needed it. But the other 2, we held off until we need consultants to look at these. Some of these are very complex. We did approve their lab testing because it's federally mandated. Their purchase of 3 2-megawatt engines, we had to hold off because there were things that we needed to have further review because they were put in under emergency status. And we have to do a due diligence for the customers and CUC. But we're meeting in a borrowed conference room, and we have the chairman who's on medical leave, Mr. Kidigwa, our commissioner, on Rhoda. He communicates through my cell phone, and this is not the way to run the commission. So I hope when this issue of our changes reaches the conference joint between the House and the Senate, that they look at them and agree with them. And we're open to any changes if they're necessary. But we have to, proceed because, again, we're meeting in September, and CUC is pushing us on certain petitions, and we will have to say that, these things have to go to consultants. We as commissioners know our business as commissioners, but certain matters are very complex. I also discovered that there's a...
Pardon me, Mr. Angelo. I'll
Yes.
give you 2 more minutes for your public comment.
Sure.
Okay?
Well, this is important because the 2 telecommunications companies, one I know for sure, the other one they haven't replied, they're operating without CCNs, Certificate of Convenience and Necessity, and they're violating the statutes of the CNMI law by doing this. So these are very complex certificates that need to be reviewed by consultants in these areas for legal reasons, telecommunications, et cetera. So again, I can't stress the importance that we have action, and I kindly ask for this action. I'm not, I'm just saying this is the way it is. So I thank you, Madam President, and all the honorable members of the Senate for listening to my begging. Please, thank you, Susmase.
Just momentarily, are you also here to provide a short comment on the appointment?
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
I did in his standing committee. He's a great guy. And if you vote against him, you're going to have to answer to Manamco because we need this young man on our commission. He's smart, young, and he's going to help us tremendously. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Angelo. We're still open for public comments. Anybody else that would like to make a comment? Okay, we are officially closing this portion of our agenda on item B. Moving on to item C, reading and approval of the journal. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, we have Senate Journal 23-35, first day, fourth special session dated July 2nd, 2024 on our agenda for adoption and approval, and I move for its adoption.
Second.
There's a motion to adopt Senate Journal number 23-35, and it has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nays. Senate Journal 23-35 is hereby adopted. Moving on to item D, messages from the governor. I would now recognize the floor leader to make the proper motion for suspension of rules to include 2 communications from the governor. Floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, I would like to offer a motion to suspend the Senate interim rules pursuant to Rule 6, Section 2, to amend the agenda to include 2 of the governor's messages, 23-312 and 23-313. So moved.
There's a motion to suspend certain Senate rules to accept communications from the governor 23-312 and 23-313, and has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nays. Motion carries. I now recognize the clerk under item D for messages from the governor.
Madam President, with the addition of the 2, we have 12 on our agenda, 23-312 to 323.
Any comments from the members? None. Moving on to item E, communications from the judiciary, there is none. Communications from the heads of executive department, item F, there is none. Item G, communications from the House clerk.
We have 7 on our agenda, Madam President, 23-140 to 146.
Any comments from the members? None. Moving on to item H, communications from the Senate clerk.
We have 23-490 to 505, Madam President.
Comments from the members? Recognize Senator Dennis Mendiola.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to comment on Senate Communication 23-491, a letter to JGL Chair launching or requesting to launch an oversight on the Department of Fire. I just wanted to be clear on this intent, that it's not necessarily to conduct an investigation, but rather to try and address the issue that's facing the department and hopefully fix them before we get into any committee deliberation on this matter, Madam Press. So thank you.
Thank you, Senator Mendiola, for providing that clarification on your request. Any other comments? Recognize Senator Carl Neighbors.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to comment on Senate Communication 23-490, and this pertaining to the ARPA Special Committee. We did speak to Ms. Agutu to provide us she requested additional time to provide us the proper documents in the format as being requested per the subpoena, and the committee felt that it was okay and was granted. So we're expecting the submission of the documents on Monday, the 26th, and we'll proceed with a hearing on the 28th.
Thank you, Senator Neighbors, for providing that latest update on the standing special committee under ARPA. Any other comments from the members? None. Moving on to item I, communications from the Washington delegate. There is none. Item J, unfinished business. There is none. Item K, pre-file bills, initiative, local bills and resolutions. And I now recognize the author, Senator Paul Manglona.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to officially introduce Senate Bill number 23-68 to allow voting at any polling place on election day for the senatorial districts in particular. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Paul. Moving on to item L, introductions of bills, initiative, local bills and resolutions. Members? None. Moving on to item M, reports of standing committees. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under item M, we have 4 reports for adoption. Standing Committee Report number 23-96 from the Committee on Judiciary, Government, and Law reporting on SB 23-11 to amend 1 CMC subsection 8142 to prohibit moving a civil service employee to a temporary position for political reasons. Madam President, I move for its adoption.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-96. It has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nay. Standing Committee Report number 2396 hereby adopted. Floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Next, we have Standing Committee Report number 23-97 from the Committee on Judiciary, Government, and Law reporting on HB 23-50 to remove marijuana from all employment drug testing for government applicants with certain exception and for other purposes. Members, I move for its adoption.
Second.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-97 has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nay. Standing Committee Report number 2397 is hereby adopted. Floor Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Next, we have Standing Committee Report number 23-98 from the Committee on Executive Appointment and Government Investigations, reporting on the executive appointment of Ms. Dina A. Tenorio to serve on the Northern Marianas Technical Institute, NMTI, Board of Trustees representing Saipan Business. Madam President, I move for its adoption.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-98. It has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nays. Standing Committee Report number 23-98 is hereby adopted and confirms Ms. Dina A. Tenorio to serve on the Northern Marianas Technical Institute Board of Trustees representing Saipan Business. Floor Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Last, we have Standing Committee Report number 23-99 from the Committee on Executive Appointments and Government Investigations, reporting on the executive appointment of Mr. Bruce M. Camacho to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission, CPUC. Madam President, I move for its adoption.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-99. It has been seconded. All those in favor say aye. Nay. Standing Committee Report number 23-99 is hereby adopted and confirms Mr. Bruce M. Camacho to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission. A short recess, please. We are back from our short recess. We're moving on now to item N on the agenda under reports of special conference committee. There is none. Item O, resolution calendar, there is none. Moving on to item P under bill calendar. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under Bill Calendar, we have two. Senate Bill number 23-11 SD1 to amend 1 CMC subsection 8142 to prohibit moving a civil service employee to a temporary position for political reasons. Madam President, I move for its passage.
There's a motion to pass Senate Bill number 23-11 under SD1 version and has been seconded. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Schneider,
Again.
Senator King Neighbors,
Yes.
Senator Magofnia,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 7 members voting yes.
With all 7 members voting yes, Senate Bill number 23-11 SD1 version hereby passes the Senate. Moving on to the next item, floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Next, we have House Bill number 23-50 to remove marijuana from all pre-employment drug testing for government applicants with certain exception and for other purposes. Madam President, I move for its passage.
Second.
There is a motion to pass House Bill number 23-50 and has been seconded. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Schneider,
Yes.
Senator King Neighbors,
Yes.
Senator Magofnia,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 7 members voting yes.
With all 7 members voting yes, House Bill number 23-50 hereby passes the Senate. Moving on to item Q, petitions, memorials, and miscellaneous communications. Clerk?
We have 6 on our agenda, Madam President, 203 to 215.
Any comments from the members? None? Moving on to item R. I recognize Senator Paul.
Yeah, just briefly, just want to recognize the presence earlier of Dr. Jack Angelou and for his great assistance in trying to move along House Bill 2397. We continue to ask for his and other members' assistance in trying to move this PUC legislation. Thank our legal counsel and the staff for assisting the committee. We truly need to move this forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Paul. We're back to item R under announcements. Any announcements, senators? None? Item S for the proper adjournment. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I now offer a motion to adjourn this session subject to the call of the President.
Second.
There's a motion to adjourn this session has been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, this session is hereby adjourned. Thank you, senators.